And one of the greatest things of the devil, he uses distractions to get us messed up. And the Bible says, keep your mind stayed on him. I know what them folks are trying to do on your job. I understand what the government is trying to do. But listen, keep your mind. You know what Jesus told it? Follow me. He gave us this command. He said, follow me. Start looking at me. Stop looking at the circumstances of life. And here's the deal. When you're walking with him in the darkness, he walks with you in the darkness. He does. When you can't see your way, when you don't know which way is going, he's walking actually with you. But what happens, we start hearing some weird sounds. And instead of following him, we get distracted and start what was that? And he will keep us in perfect peace as long as our minds are stayed constantly on him, and we're walking with the Lord, and all of us, what was that? I heard something. Immediately your mind is turned off of him, following him. And he is just a call away, even when you cannot see him. When you walk in the dark, you can't see who's with you, but if you call to them, he said it in Jeremiah 33:3. He said, if you call me, he said, I will answer. He says, if I answer, it will immediately let you know that I am present with you. If you hear my voice, even if you don't see me, you'll know that I'm with you. But we allow the darkness. See, that's why the devil loves dark places. Because he says, if they can't see him, I can make some sounds and get them distracted. I can start some stuff to the left and to the right, and they will forget about Jesus is even with them. What was that? Have you ever gone into a haunted house and you're just walking? You can be with somebody. And I really like the ones, where they have people to reach out and touch you. Because, sometimes you're okay as long as people don't put their hands on you. But, that's when you nearly lose your mind. You forget who's with you. I mean, you just start just freaking out. You have wild imagination. And that's why the Bible says, see, when you're in that darkness, you got to cast down every imagination. Every concept that is foreign to the... Am I helping anybody? I mean, when you're in the darkness, the devil is going to start telling you, the minute that you're in you feel something, it's cancer, it's cancer. You don't know that you're in the dark. But now he's playing with your imagination. It's cancer, it's cancer, you got cancer. Keep your mind on him. He says, follow me, follow me. He just said, just look at me, look at me. We run this race looking to Jesus. Looking to Jesus, the author and the finish. Whatever he has authored in your life, he's obligated to finish. If you keep your eyes on him, he will help you finish. You'll never lose your peace by looking at Jesus. You lose your peace when you take your eyes off of Jesus and start looking at the circumstances around you. That's when you lose your peace. Jesus was walking there with Peter. He's standing there. Jesus is there. And he says, Peter says, Jesus, if that's you, bid me come to you. Well, it was Jesus. He says, Jesus, if that is you, tell me to come to you. I mean, he painted himself into the corner. It was Jesus. He said, okay, come. So now he's going to Jesus. And then the wind and the waves, what was that? Took his eyes off of him. He lost sight of him and he started sinking because his focus was broken and he was distracted by the stuff that was going on around him. And let me just tell you, when folks start messing with your money and the fulfilling of the word, listen, it's just a distraction. God says, I know the plans that I have for you. I'm not confused about it. Though it tarry, wait for it. I know the plans that I've got. I've got something up my sleeve. I know what I've got planned. You can't see it right now, but follow me. Follow me. I'm going to lead you into the wealthy place. I'm going to lead you into the place where everything that I have for you is there waiting. And may I just tell you this, that everything that you ever desire is waiting in a place called obedience. And if you'll obey God, and if you'll just keep your eyes on him and just follow him, keep your mouth closed and let him, he knows people. He's got resources. He's the source, but he knows who the resources are. And if you just walk with Jesus, if you just walk with Jesus and keep your eyes on Jesus, he will help you. He will strengthen you. He will lift you. He will make things begin to make sense to you in this world. He'll give you a hookup and a good lookup. I'm just telling you, God's on your side. Keep your eyes on Jesus. Look toward him, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher. Everything that he's authored, he has the power to help you to be able to finish. That I'm going to bring this thing into fruition in your life. I know that it's been a long time. It's been a long night, and there have been a lot of sounds of some stuff that starts speaking doubt and to get you turning away from him. Fix your eyes back on him. He'll keep you in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on him. Isaiah 26, you know, you just got to remember that you don't start losing your peace until you stop looking at him. The greatest indication that we're in the will of God is the presence of God's peace in our heart. Because anything that causes you to lose your peace is not worth having.